Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and you are in Turkey headquarters. Before I start today's video, I just want to wish everyone happy Easter to you and your family. So guys, we already know what happened to this beautiful talented singer Osinachi Nwachukwu. A lot of things are unfolding. We've already heard what her mother said, and what her sisters and the late her husband's people, what they said. A lot of things are unfolding, and right now this man is still on custody. And we heard that even the Senate president has intervened, and he asks security agencies, especially Inspector General of Police, to carry out a holistic investigation into the death of this beautiful, talented gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu. For him, he said this kind of death has been happening, that Osinachi's own happened, and Osinachi's death is not going to be in vain. One, they must surely find out what killed her, and secondly, that Osinachi's death is one of the many that people that have been involved in domestic violence and they died and nothing is done. Before they will twist the case and everything. The Senate president is urging everybody, both the security people and the people that did autopsy, so that nothing fishy will go on. So right now, they've done the autopsy and they are still asking this man, Osinachi's husband, to speak. He's still saying that Osinachi has a terminal disease. What is the name of this terminal disease? He could not lay anything. He's still insisting that he is not the person that killed her. But what we heard from the children, like another person went to Osinachi's house, late Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu's house, yesterday in Abuja, to see the children. Like, a lot of people have been visiting the children, and these children have been revealing a lot of things, a lot. Like, apart from what we heard a few days ago, they are revealing more and more. Even this Osinachi's husband's family, they said this man has to change his surname, and the place this Osinachi's husband did wedding was just a small room. His family members, they were not. A lot of things are unfolding. He changed everything about him. He changed his name, his first name, his last name. He changed a lot of things. We really want to know why. Maybe because he has married before. Maybe he don't want people to know that he is the one or something. Maybe that was why he changed his name. He disguised himself. But honestly, this man right here has damaged the children. Right now, I'm so happy that a lot of women in Nigeria especially are coming out to speak their truth. Some are walking out of their marriage because nobody wants to die. Like, this month we are entering right now is the fourth month of the year, right? We are still in April, January, February, March, April, fourth month of 2022. But in Nigeria, like, more than 6 women have died of domestic violence. When I mean domestic violence, is their husbands that either they manipulated their death or they are the cause of their death. Even if Osinachi's husband come out now, or maybe because from this week after the holiday, they are taking him to court. So we are just waiting for the autopsy. Hopefully, they said before Tuesday or Wednesday that the autopsy will be ready. So let's assume now, if they take this man to court, if this man should, or maybe he will go and hire a lawyer now, because he already has money, because he's the one lavishing this woman's money. He's the one in charge, because this woman don't even have ordinary bank account. An adult like this, she don't have bank account of her own. Anyway, so even if this man twists this story and said he did not kill Mrs. Osinachi, the hospital people might say, I saw a lot of their church people supporting him that he did not kill him. But the thing there is, let's assume that someone is suffering from diabetes. If you're suffering from diabetes, like to the point that you have a wound, if somebody should come and choke something there, the thing will escalate, the thing will get worse. You get it? So maybe somebody used to have brain problem or something, then you now use something and knock that person on the head. That means that thing will, trigger the what the person is already passing through, and whatever thing that happens to the person, you are the cause. One, this man has, subjected this woman to a lot of trauma. This woman does not have peace of mind. Can you imagine how many years of marriage, no peace of mind? A lot of things. Even one of her friend revealed that Osinachi's husband, when Osinachi came to sing in another state where the woman stays, like Osinachi husband refused her from sleeping in her friend's house. You guys already know why he did that. Maybe he don't want Osinachi to tell the woman her ordeal. You get it? What he did was to book a shower place for Osinachi. I don't want to mention the name here because of YouTube. He built, instead of to book normal hotel for Osinachi, he went and booked a shower place for Osinachi. When she get there, the taxi man that took her there, confirmed that the place is meant for shower people. Osinachi has to call her friend. You can imagine that kind of husband. Imagine maybe he's even trying to blackmail her. For him to book that kind of place for her means that maybe he just maybe wants her to go there. Somebody might even snap her, or people might see her coming out from there. They will say, oh, look at the singer, look at Osinachi, the singer is coming out of this kind of place. A lot of things, when I heard the story today, a lot of things flash into my mind. This man might just send her there to blackmail her in future. But unfortunately, the woman is dead already, and everybody needs to join hands together and make sure that this woman gets justice, because this woman's death is going to liberate a lot of women, especially a lot of Nigerian women that are going through domestic violence, that are scared to walk out. Maybe they feels that when they walk out, they are going to suffer, all their children and all of that. But the funny thing is, Osinachi is a breadwinner in their family. All those like 5 to 6 women that have died in Nigeria of domestic violence, all of them are breadwinners. When you look at the woman that came back from Scotland, that the husband killed, she and her brother, the woman is the breadwinner. There is another woman too. There is another one MC to the wife. There is another woman too. A lot, and all of them are doing well. The MC, we heard that the wife borrowed him 2 million naira instead of him to pay back. Time to pay back, because the woman is asking for money. They now twist everything. They now manipulated her death and all of that. So honestly, things are happening right now. If you're married and you are going through domestic violence, it's better you walk away. Maybe if you are all this born again like Mrs. Osinachi, because had it been Mrs. Osinachi has walked away or do separation, maybe she would have been alive today. But we can't question God. For God that she sings to every now and then, she worshiped God a lot with her song. If God can allow her to die, I think we can't question God. But sometimes I feel that God has given us brain. God has given us everything we needed as a human to carry out our daily activities, our reasoning, everything. God has given us everything. He just left for God to do all the things that we need to do to protect our life. People are saying that is the will of God. For me, I'm saying that if Osinachi we can't blame the dead. She's already dead and there is nothing we can do about it. But if you are still in a domestic or in abusive marriage right now, please, it's better for you. It's better for you to think about your life, your children. Maybe a lot of people will be saying they are staying because of their children. That children you said they are staying because of, if anything should happen to you in that marriage, it's your children that will suffer it most. You don't know another woman that is coming in, how she's going to, tolerate your children. And but if you're alive, you divorce or separate from your husband, you can still be coming to visit your children, and your children can be visiting you. You can even get custody of your children than the children you are saying you are staying because of them. Now that, okay, see Mrs. Osinachi, now that she's dead, who is going to take care of those children? Who? Maybe probably her family, but she's not there. Maybe she stayed back because of she believed that, according to her doctrine or her faith, that God don't like divorce. And secondly, for her children and her ministry and all of that, all those things now are still here, but she's gone. If you go and check the song, the cry, the official video she put on YouTube 3 days before her death, that video is up to 1.4 million views, where she will not even be here to eat that money. That money will still go straight to the husband account. You get it? So all these things that she valued so much, that she don't want to dent it because of divorce, now all those things are still here and she is not here. I'm telling you now, if you are here and you are passing through domestic violence, speak up now. You and your husband need therapy. You need separation if if your husband keep abusing you physically, mentally, because it's not good for your mental health and your children too. You can imagine Osinachi's husband teaching the children horrible things, that is good to beat a woman. Can you see what a father is teaching his own children, sons for that matter? If these children should grow up like this, if these children should grow up with that mentality, they will still grow up and start maltreating their own wives. So please, if you are passing through domestic violence, please take a walk. And if please, people should learn to be training their daughters, their sons very well, because it's not even only women that is going through domestic violence. A lot of men are going through the same thing too, but men hardly speak about it because they bottle things up a lot, But at the same time, we should try and teach our children something that in future it will not put them into trouble. You might be long gone when your children will start facing all these things, will start, abusing people, and they might end up in a place where they will start regretting it. So even if you're a bad person, please try and train your children well. They are your future generation. So whatever you install in them right now, they are still young. That is what they are going to display when they grow up. You get it? Yeah. So let's keep our fingers crossed and watch what is going to happen to this Osinachi's case, because a lot of people are very, 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 very interested. They want to know the outcome, and we don't need any foul play. We just want everything to be clean. Since they've been mentioning hospital, nobody has mentioned the name of that hospital she died. I think they are trying to protect the hospital, because I know if they mention the name of that hospital, a lot of prominent people might go and find out what really killed her. But I know they are hiding the hospital. They don't want to mention it.